previously talked about guitarist Buckethead's much publicized time in the band Guns N' Roses during the making of the record Chinese Democracy. The link to that video is down below. But today, I want to talk about even a lesser known story about the guitarist, and that was even earlier in his career when he auditioned for the band Red Hot Chili Peppers. In 1991, Red Hot Chili Peppers would release their biggest album of their career, Blood Sugar Sex Magik. The record helped them become one of the most popular rock bands in the world, thanks to the songs Give It Away, Suck My Kiss, and Under the Bridge. The tour to support the group's 1991 release soon became a who's who of alternative rock, with opening acts for the Chili Peppers including Nirvana, Pearl Jam, and the Smashing Pumpkins, all of whom would soon be headlining their own tours and selling millions of records while also altering the landscape of rock and roll. Never one to be a fan of the limelight though, guitarist John Frusciante became increasingly weary of the band's newfound fame. What attracted Frusciante to the band initially was the gritty nature of their live shows, with the guitarist remembering, the audience felt no different from the band at all, but the band were now touring big arenas and that intimacy he initially loved was gone. The transition from clubs to arenas to eventually stadiums was too much for the guitarist to handle, as he would tell New York Rock, it was too high, too far, too soon, everything happened, or better, everything seemed to happen at once, and I just couldn't cope with it. Frontman Anthony Kiedis saw the change in Frusciante's attitude, explaining in his 2004 autobiography Scar Tissue, John would say, "We're too popular, I don't need to be at this level of success, I would just be proud to playing this music in clubs like you guys were doing 2 years ago." Only adding to the tension was the escalating drug use within the band, and the fact that Frusciante developed a heroin habit, with Kiedis remembering, things deteriorated to the point where John and I didn't talk on the bus, and if we ran into each other in passing, we wouldn't even acknowledge each other. Frusciante would end up leaving the band in May of 1992, and the band, having committed to a worldwide tour to support their album at the time, needed to find a replacement guitarist, and one of those who auditioned for the band would be Buckethead. Kiedis would write in Scar Tissue about Buckethead's audition stating, "We auditioned a few other people including this guy called Buckethead, who would play his whole set with a Kentucky Fried Chicken bucket on his head while encased in a chicken coop." The website bucketheadland.com would shine some more light on the audition process, stating, one journalist's account reported that the lead singer picked up Buckethead at the airport and found out that Buckethead had not heard any of their tunes. The audition proceeded anyway, and Buckethead played in his inimitable fashion, robot dance, hyper metal licks, etc. When he finished, the band applauded raucously. Bassist Flea would look back at the audition process, telling Musician magazine in 1994, "He seemed sweet and normal. He came in and started jamming, playing all his crazy shit, a lot of fast, crazy runs with a lot of effects. That would be great, but we needed someone who could also kick a groove." Guitarist Eric Marshall would end up replacing Frusciante during this time, but he would be dismissed within a year and replaced by Jane's Addiction's Dave Navarro. That does it for today's video, guys. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like button and subscribe. We'll see you again in Rock and Roll Stories. Take care.